welcome to Healthy Meals on a Budget. Our food demo for today is going to be turkey apple gyros. So for this, you're going to need a half-pound turkey breast. You need 2 cups of diced yellow bell pepper, which is about 3 bell peppers. You need 1 medium apple, 6 whole wheat pita bread pockets, 1 onion, some lemon juice, some low-fat yogurt, some sage, and some rosemary. So I've started chopping up some peppers, so we're going to continue with our yellow peppers, chopping up some peppers. So to chop up a pepper, you want to cut the top off and the bottom off, and then you want to cut out the ribs inside the pepper. And this is going to make for an easy way to take the seeds out without all the mess. And you can cut it in half and start chopping. So yellow bell peppers have a lot of good nutrients in there for us. They're really high in vitamin C, which boosts the immune system and keeps us from getting sick. And it's a good source of potassium, and it's a good source of phosphorus. And phosphorus is good for our bones to keep them strong. Okay, so now that we have our 2 cups of bell peppers, we're going to dice up our onion, and actually this recipe calls for sliced onion. So to do sliced onion, you can cut the onion in half, right down the middle. Then you want to cut the top part off and not the roots. And a good way to remember this is to remember that your roots run deep in your family and you don't want to cut those off. So we cut the top off, and then we're going to slice up our onion into these nice thin slices for our gyro. And we're going to do the other half, same thing. We're going to cut off the top and slice. And onions are a white vegetable, white root vegetable, and they're good for our heart. So now that I have the onions and the bell peppers cut, I'm going to put them all in my skillet. Make sure you add oil to your skillet and put it on about medium heat. Then we're going to add our bell peppers. And our lemon juice. And this one calls for a tablespoon of lemon juice. And if you prefer, you can use a fresh lemon. A tablespoon's about a half of a lemon. And we're going to cook these until they get about a crisp tender. Crisp tender is where it's still holding its shape, but it is cooked and a little soft. So I'm going to turn this down and let it simmer for a little bit while we cut up our turkey. So this calls for about a ½ pound of turkey breast. This would be a good recipe to use after Thanksgiving when you have a lot of that turkey left over. And that tryptophan in that turkey helps our serotonin levels be stable, which helps increase mood. So we're going to chop this turkey up here. And this is for your gyro, so just slice it the size that you'd like. So turkey is a good low fat protein. It's a lean protein. So it's a good source of protein without all the extra fat. You want to try to stick to low to lean proteins, which also includes fish and chicken. Okay, now once you have your turkey sliced, you add it in with your onions and bell pepper. Add just a little bit more turkey here. And then we're going to allow all of this to cook together until it's warmed up. And while that heats back up, we're going to get our sage and rosemary ready. So for rosemary, you just pick off all the leaves from the stem. And this recipe calls for a 1/4 cup, but you can put in as much or as little as you'd like. And then same with the sage, you're going to peel off all the leaves. And again, it's a 1/4 cup of sage, but add as little or as much as you'd like. And then for the sage, to chop it up, we're going to put all the leaves on top of each other. And we're just going to slice. And then for the rosemary, you're going to bunch them together and you're going to chop, keeping your hand down on the tip of the knife so you have better control of the knife. And you can chop it as much as you'd like. And again, these seasonings are optional. You can put as much or as little as you'd like. So we're going to add it to our skillet. And while that is heating up, we're going to go ahead and get our apple ready. So the easiest way to core an apple is to use an apple slicer. Put that down there. But I don't want my apple slices this thick, so I'm going to slice them a little bit thinner. Try to put an apple slice on a flatter side and just slice. When you have things on a flat side when you're slicing, it makes it a lot easier and you're less likely to cut yourself. So apples are also heart healthy for us. I'm sure you've heard of an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Apples give us things to regulate our immune system and keep our heart healthy in order to keep us healthy and operating at our full potential. So now it looks like our bell pepper, onion, seasoning, and turkey mixture is ready. So the next step is to remove it from the heat source, so turn the heat off. And add our apple slices. All right, so now we're ready to put it into our pita pocket to complete our gyro. So these apple turkey gyros are a great My Plate source example because you have your whole grain from your pita pocket, you have your lean protein from the turkey, you have vegetables from the yellow pepper and the onion, and you have fruit from the apple. You can always add some cheese or a glass of milk on the side for your dairy, or you can optionally use low-fat yogurt to drizzle on top of your gyro to make it super yummy. So to prepare the gyro, if you prefer, you can toast your pita bread. I'm not going to right now. I'm just going to eat it like this. Put my toppings on top, on one side, and fold it over. And drizzle some yogurt on top. Or spread some yogurt on top. And here you have it, your apple turkey gyro.